Welcome to another episode. My name is Yisbel. Bera. I'm your host with Rise and Thrive with a Purpose. And I always love to start by saying there's two important days: the day that you were born and the day that you find out why. Yes, that's Mark Twain, everyone. And today, let's talk about a successful mindset. Yes, especially the month of January, now is starting a new year. I always say that every day we start from zero. Let's just say that. Every day we should start from zero, even though you're doing amazing. Sometimes people tend to just lay back because they're doing super great. They're actually having results, they're having success, and they kind of chill and slow down. So I always say that even though you're doing great, I love when Grant Cardone says that every day we should be working like we broke. We literally broke. Yes. Because if we don't have that urgency, we will never be onto the next level. We are going to make probably enough or more than enough, but no, we are not going to hit abundance. So that's why we need a very strong, successful mindset. There's a few things that I'm going to share with you today. One of the things that I'm going to share with you is that in order to have a successful mindset, pay attention to what you listen. I can share with you some of the podcasts that I listen myself. One of them is MLET Podcasts. I love his podcast. It's really incredible. Here, we always try to bring value to you, leaders and people that been through a lot, and we can see how they overcome. So those things feed your mind. You learn. Another thing that I can share besides listen to podcasts, positive affirmation, surround yourself with like-minded people because they either going to take away your energy or they're going to increase it. So make sure that even sometimes we have to do hard decisions because those people tend to be our family members. And it's definitely something to think about. And again, it's not about being enemy of anyone. Me personally, I don't really like that or don't believe in that. Just stay kind of away. Be jealous with your circle. Select the people that you want to have on your circle. Number 3, another thing that you can do is that write things down. Have a journal. Write it down. What are you doing today? What do you learn today? What are the things you're going to avoid the next day that you did today that you shouldn't be doing? What did I say? What conversation I had? I love John Maxwell when he talks about journal. There's 2 things that he put in practice on as part of his leadership, and John Maxwell certified coach that I am, is something huge that I learned from him is that he educates himself. Education is something that he does every day, and we do that by reading to a book, by listening to a podcast, by taking a class, all that. And he always write on his journal. And sometimes, so he was sharing with us that he goes back and he kind of read on his journal and he's learning from his own notes, his own life. And so there's a power when we write things down, or if there's a specific lesson that we learn, how did I felt? What type of action I took, so there's power on writing things down. Now, number 4, take massive actions, because if we educate, if we surround ourselves, and we do all this thing, we listen to podcasts, we go to seminars, to workshop, and we don't do anything, nothing is going to happen. Tony Robbins says, motion create emotion. What type of motion are you going to be taking? High energy equals high income. And so when we are taking action, we are putting the energy into the universe out there. So whatever you put out there, you get back. You need to be careful what you focus on. This is number 5. What you focus on is span. If you focus on getting better, getting bigger, getting that dream car, that dream house, is going to spend, is going to happen, because you're going to do anything necessary. It doesn't matter what comes on your way. You're focused on that end goal. You're clear where you are. You know where you're going. You know who you need around you. You need the systems, the steps, the platforms, the tools that is needed to get to the other side. And all this step will help us to have a successful and strong mindset. So you can be unstoppable by just this few practice every single day. Every day counts in our life. Every action counts. So I want to encourage everyone. I hope that this small episode can serve you in any ways. And if you want to continue adding that, there's a lot of things that we could do to build our mindset. We have the power to break patterns, negative patterns in our mind by replacing with a new belief. I love Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins when they're talking about replacing a new belief, replacing our new thought. So you have the power by stepping up and do something else, listen to something else, switch your action plan. So only you have that power. Again, you can surround yourself with like-minded people, with successful people, but if you don't do anything, your result is going to be the same. So thank you so much for watching this small episode. I'm your host, Yisbel Bera, and see you into the next one.